The small volcanic island of Reunion in the Indian Ocean might best be described as paradise. Its incredible scenery draws visitors from all over the world. Now, an international team of whitewater kayakers and canyoneers has come to the island for a unique challenge. They plan to combine their skills to create a new outdoor experience. Canyoneers explore canyons using a variety of techniques including walking, climbing, jumping, abseiling and swimming. Whitewater kayakers typically use a kayak to move through fast-flowing water. This team has combined these two adventure activities into an incredibly exciting sport called canyaking. The team is made up of 3 professional kayakers, Brad Ludden, Seth Warren, and Ben Selznick, all from the United States.
Canyaking is a hybrid that is using your skills as a canyoneer. In other words, your ability to get through a canyon on ropes and harnesses and sliding, as well as your ability and skills as a kayaker, and combining the two.
2 other men have joined the team, canyoning guide Chris Schnoller of Austria and local canyon guide Christoph Schoen.
Reunion Island, it's a paradise in the world. You have the sea, you have the mountains, you can do a lot of things.
The first day of the adventure starts early for the team as they prepare for the drive to Cirque des Silaus. Located in the center of the island, the Cirque features the largest of 3 natural amphitheaters formed in the rock of the island.
It's actually supposed to be the best canyoning resort in the world.
The men will start their canyaking adventure at a canyon known as Fleur Jaune. It's a perfect training ground for their ultimate objective, Trou Blanc Canyon. On this trip, the group of men will put their lives in the hands of Chris Schnoller, trusting his years of canyoning experience.
Guy has been all over the place. I trust him with my life. He knows exactly what he's doing, when he's doing it. Psyched.
The descent down Fleur Jaune is full of risk and challenge, but the team knows that a successful descent here will help them adjust to each other's skills and bring them one step closer to their goal of canyaking Trou Blanc. The Fleur Jaune Canyon consists of 7 steep drops for abseiling, ranging from a relatively short 15 meters to a breathtaking 45-meter drop. The drops are almost vertical and the water is unbelievably fast. One mistake and a team member could get injured or even be killed. After working their way through the series of multiple drops, the team comes to the largest drop of them all. A vertical waterfall almost 50 meters high. It's the classic character of waterfalls like this one that draws canyoneers from around the world to Reunion Island. Schnoller explains that they will descend the waterfall using a special type of knot called a clove hitch. He attaches a long rope onto a carabiner that is hooked to a piton inserted into the canyon wall. To this rope, which extends to the bottom of the waterfall, each member will attach a shorter rope using their own carabiner and slide down. Using this method, Chris says everyone will be fine, but will they? Everyone is aware that a number of things could go wrong at the waterfall, and it's a time when coordination among the team members really matters most. At this moment, the team must unite. A mistake at this demanding vertical drop would lead to disaster, not just for one man, but perhaps for all of them. One by one, the men lower themselves down the rope, carefully and slowly at first, then dropping quickly to the bottom. It takes time and the atmosphere is intense, but in the end, the descent is a complete success. The team now knows that it's ready for the next step, Trou Blanc. The next morning, the team must leave Silaus and walk towards the Trou Blanc Canyon, which is over the mountain's edge to the northeast. Everyone agrees that the best way to get there is to hike over the highest point on the island, the peak known as Piton des Neiges. After hours of hiking up the forested paths, the group finally reaches the top. From their viewing point at the peak, the team can see far into the distance. It's a beautiful sight, but one that falls on tired eyes. The team will make camp here and rest for the night before they continue their trip to Trou Blanc. It's 4 o'clock in the morning when the men wake up after a well-deserved rest. Later, they talk about their plans for the day.
Now that we're here on top of the peak at 6:30 in the morning, we're gonna go down, we're gonna drink a little coffee, have a little bit of breakfast, and then hike another 4 hours onto Hellborg, while 2 of the other people from our team go down, get the cars, and meet us over there.
The lovely mountain village of Hellborg lies in the inner region of the Cirque des Salazie in the northeastern part of the island. Local guide Christophe Chaume has come with the team to consult and bring first-hand knowledge of the canyons and terrain.
It will be a very, very good day with a lot of sun. The perfect day to do kayak in Trou Blanc. Yes.
The men must bring all of their equipment with them for the trip, which includes helmets, backpacks, paddles and kayaks.
It's so much more fun going kayaking with a harness when you abseil in. It just mixes things up and gives kayaking a whole new perspective.
So we've just made it through the flat section. We walked our boats through it, got to our first slide, and it looks pretty good to Canyack. It does look, though, like you can piton pretty hard at the bottom.
The men inspect the waterfall carefully, weighing the risks and dangers. Once committed to the fall, they'll have no control over the direction in which they'll go. Crashing into a rock could mean a broken arm or worse. The rough and rugged terrain only compounds the problem. If anything were to happen, emergency evacuation would be almost impossible.
There's not much room for diversity in line, so hopefully we all make it down it all right. I think it'll be good.
The first Canyaker gives it a try. The drop is a great success. All the preparation has definitely paid off. From that point, each man goes down the waterfall at top speed, traveling quickly down the tight gap between 2 huge pieces of rock. Later, the men continue their Canyack through Trou Blanc, and it proves to be all they expected.
These canyons, you have multiple abseils, tight little cracks. It's all about group unity, and when that runs smoothly, the canyon is nothing but butter.
These men certainly make the sport of Canyaking look effortless and fun. As they approach the final waterfall, the team realizes that their trip through Trou Blanc is complete. They've achieved their goal of challenging the canyon, and they've won. This team of Kanyakers has successfully combined the skills of canyoneering and kayaking, introducing a completely new sport to Reunion Island.
Well, we finally finished the Trou Blanc. It was kind of a bump and scrape there at the end. We had a great couple days and great run, good group, some good slides, waterfalls. Successful mission.
I think the coolest part about it for a lot of us was that the day before when we were looking at it, all the locals said it was impossible. And since we've had a lot of people tell us it's impossible, and it's kind of fun to tell them that we already did it.
Some people come to Reunion for its beauty, others come to challenge themselves and test their abilities. These 5 young men have tested themselves in the most daring of circumstances and have come out of the experience as winners. They took on the wild dangers of Reunion Island on their Canyaking adventure, and they did it with style.